It's my job to hold down that button. I just wanted to make sure that nobody got hurt. It was, I signed up to be a firefighter. I volunteered to do this, whether it's going and, the cliche rescuing cats out of trees or going in a burning house to try and save somebody. It's my day of doing my job. It's the way I always looked at it.
Welcome to Scheels Hometown Heroes.
Scheels Hometown Heroes is a way for us to say thanks
to those that serve our country and our community,
and are still giving back to others today.
We honor your service by sharing your stories.
From all of us at Scheels, thank you for your service.
Hi everyone, Jeremiah Matz here with Scheels in Cedar Falls, Iowa. Today we're here to celebrate and honor our hometown hero, Tyler Hicks. Well, welcome to Scheels.
Thanks.
I want to thank you for everything you do in the community and kind of present this Scheels hometown hero for you.
Oh, thank you. I've always said my hometown's Charles City, but I actually grew up out on an acreage out south of Cowell. It's a little small town of less than 500 people, just on the other side of the county from Rudd. Another friend that I'd known from back in the day, he asked me, would you want to join the Rudd Fire Department? We could really use some guys, and sure, I always want to help somebody, and got on, and that was October of 2020, almost not quite 2 years or so. It's just pretty much thrown right into the fire right away, with what happened here in December with that tornado.
We had been hearing about gale force winds coming, and we heard, our alerts went off about tornado warnings on our phones. And I said, hon, you better get going.
Me being so new on the department, I didn't know where all the other storm spot locations. I got the lucky duty of sounding the siren. So, actually had failed that night. Our siren's was an older one from the 1940s or 50s. Yeah, I was standing outside holding the button down, and the wind really started picking up, and it was getting kind of hard to stay in the same location, and I could feel, as I'm holding down the button, I could feel that pole like swaying a little bit with the wind and stuff, and I was like, oh man, here it comes, and was sitting there holding the button up, and I felt there wasn't a button there anymore, and that's when we decided to retreat to the cover of the fire truck and observe the storm from in there.
When all those winds picked up, the siren was going, and then it just stopped, and I knew who was at the other end of that siren, but I was just trying to not freak out because I didn't want to freak our kids out. Yeah, what he did that day was just selfless. He just has the biggest heart.
After I got out of the truck, I looked around and holy cow, this is pretty bad. The grain elevator has got some tin ripped off of it. There was a auto repair shop across the street from right next to the grain elevator that looked like a bomb went off in the back. The whole backside of the building was blown out. Library, the roof was missing off of it, and we were just kind of like, holy cow, and called in to dispatch, told them, yeah, Rudd's been hit by a tornado.
The timing was horrible. With Christmas was bad because there was a couple families that are displaced from their homes, but also the one thing that people don't think about was there was very little cleanup time before everything froze. Normally, tornado goes through June, July, you get rain, but the hardest part here was we had 2 days and then everything was froze. So you had about a 2-day window to get it cleaned up. And like you drive around now, you can still see stuff that wasn't able to get cleaned up that now is gonna have to sit until it thaws out.
It's really great right after the whole storm went through and everything, the few days that followed it, the cleanup effort that came through, it was just unreal, the amount of people that came in and just willing to donate their time and materials and just, water, food, whatever you need, anything, anybody just came and donated. It was really nice to see, little Iowa, little small town Iowa, all come together and everybody just to help each other out. It was truly unreal to see that. And it really makes you feel like, this is a place that you want to grow up.
Yeah, known the guy, we've known each other our whole lives. We grew up together, we actually went to the same school, and so I've known the goofy kid my whole life, and wasn't surprised seeing the video, and I'm like, well, if there's anybody crazy enough, that's who it would be. It's pretty amazing if somebody would risk themselves to make sure everybody in town knew what was going on. So
people come up to him and thank him for saving their life. Like, we're just so proud of him.